All right, we're coming in with part 2 of the HHQ&A. Part 2 of the HHQ&A. Remember, to get a question answered, head to the website halfoffootballhot.com. You scroll down, contact us, email, and put in your email, put in your message, ask any question you want answered. I will answer it. Let's go through these. Sad. Hey HH, how's it going? If you could become one player for a day, who would you be and what will you do? Now, if it's a player from the past, I would be Okocha. And I would do my hardest to push for a move to like a big club like AC Milan or Juventus back in the day when those guys were huge back in the 90s. So yeah, him. Nash Tariq Hood. Sorry I asked too many questions. No, it's fine. But do you personally know the people you have on your live hangouts? No, I do not. Also, what do you think of my list of top 3 greatest players of all time? Maradona, Zidane, Ronaldo. That's amazing. I have no qualms about that. You've put Maradona at 1, Zidane at 2, Ronaldo at 3. Fair enough. I would not argue with that. I will not argue with that. Those are 3 very good ones. Although Ronaldinho, Beckenbauer, you gotta see some of those boys. Teague, here's a question for your next Q&A video. Since the year has come to an end, who do you think deserves the award for the 2017 L of the Year? Nominees: Atlanta Falcons, Nicki Minaj, Harvey Weinstein, Tyrese, Meek Mill, Rob Kardashian, Roy Moore. Has to be Harvey Weinstein. As in, my goodness gracious me, as in, that's Harvey Weinstein has to take the biggest L because this Me Too movement, Harvey Weinstein could have started a serious knock-on effect that could lead to women literally ruling this planet. So the biggest L, 1,000, 100,000% has to be Harvey. Yeah, you could probably call him Harvey Weinstein or something because the guy, you should probably put about 3 or 5 L's into the dude's name. Yeah, so definitely Harvey Weinstein gets that the biggest L. Damien. Hopefully not Damien the devil. Hopefully not. Hey, HH, I love your vids. Keep up the good work. My question is, do you think Bakayoko for Chelsea is a flop? Nope, he's not a flop. He is figuring it out. Dudes like Janssen is a flop. People just need to give him time. And I do think that he's not the only person underperforming for Chelsea. They have bigger issues. I just think it's a case of where he's figuring out a new club, a new team, and how badly has he truly played? Just think about it. He may not have been playing great, but I've never seen him have totally crap performances like some people, Lukaku, for instance. So yeah, he's not been a flop. Matthew. How you doing, HH? Really enjoy your videos. I've been watching from the days of when you had about 100 subs. Thank you. And it's great to see your channel growing as it should be. Thank you. Anyway, I have an interesting question for you, and I don't believe you've brought it up in a video before. I think it would make a very interesting video as well. Me and my friends were discussing about who was the best player who never won a major trophy such as the Champions League. I'd like to know your opinion since we could not agree on a single player. Much appreciation from Scotland, Matthew. Thank you very much from Scotland. Scotland! I'm going to go with Okocha. To never win a major trophy. Yeah, Okocha. Okocha. For me, Okocha is arguably the most talented football player of all time. As in, when you just look at his talent, his footballing talent, I cannot think of any players more talented than him. No, there is no player more talented than Okocha. There are players as talented as he, like a Ronaldinho, like a Ronaldo, and so forth. There's no player in the history of the game or ever that will be more talented than JJ Okocha. Go and look at the guy's showreel. And I just think it was a detriment to the game that a player of that standard and talent never won either a Champions League or a World Cup. So I'm going with Okocha. All right. Kalem. Hey, HH, what do you think would have happened if Liverpool had won the title back in 2014? Do you think the Cannibal and Sling still would have left? And do you think Brendan Rodgers would have lasted longer because of delivering their first Premier League title? Also, how do you think this would have affected other clubs in the league? Do you think Pellegrini would have gotten sacked for not winning it with Man City, in which case Klopp could have taken over? Changing a lot of things that would have eventually occurred. I love this because these are what ifs. If Liverpool had won that league, Rodgers would have stayed. Sterling would have stayed. And I still believe that if Barcelona had come in for the Cannibal, he would have still left. And I don't think Liverpool fans would have had no comments because Connor would have said, okay, I delivered one of the greatest single seasons. I helped you win the league. This is the best time for me to go to a club that I always wanted to play for. But I do think Sterling would have stayed. Pellegrini would have gotten sacked by Man City. The club would have taken over Man City. So yeah, it would have been very interesting to see what would have happened. And I think Sterling have gone to. I think Sterling may have gone to City eventually because I think if they win it that season, they don't win it the next season. I don't think they would have been able to sustain that. So yeah, that would have been very interesting. Final question, Larry King. Hey, hi. Hey, HH, why do you think Barca is so good this season? Back in August, a lot of people said that they would be having the season Madrid is having right now. Very simple. Valverde and defense. Valverde is showing how he is a far superior coach to Luis Enrique, who I always thought was overrated and benefited from the powerful front three. And he has made the team defensively strong because Valverde is smart. He knows that I have Lionel Messi, best player in the world. He can unlock the defense. So why do I need to keep stacking with more attacking players? Instead, let me focus on us not conceding because we will always score. But the issue is that we don't want people to outscore us. So let us focus on not conceding any goals. Let me get a Samuel Umtiti. Let me get a Semedo. Let me improve Piqué's defensive capability. Let me improve the defensive positioning of Digestive Biscuits. Let me help our team be better defensively, disciplined as a whole. And once we do that, we won't be beaten because we will score. We can't score against anybody. But if we don't concede, we will win a lot of games and we will hardly lose any games. And to this day now, they haven't lost any games. So guys, defense. Attack wins you games. Defense wins you championship. So guys, that is all from me. Thank you very much. And yeah, man, remember to get your question answered. Head to the website, halffullfootballhot.com. Scroll down. Put in your email. Bada bing, bada 3 smack. Stay true and stay black.